Tom.
Hey man. What's up?
Good. Just doing stuff.
Five million people you have in Finland, and well, in a general way, I'm not talking about the exceptions, there are always exceptions, but in a general sense, the xenophobia is kind of imprinted in their psyche. The fear of the stranger, the fear of a neighbor, the fear of talking to somebody, and then you tend to hide in your comfort zone. I had a master's degree in 2004 from India in sculpture, that is MFA, Master of Fine Arts, and then here it's MA in Live Arts and Performance Studies.
My work is basically issue-based work. My sculptures, my performances, my approach is very much symbolical provocation. And in India, here people understand straight provocation. If you do a symbolical provocation, many people don't have the time to put it on the brain here. I don't know, they are very intelligent people, but they don't work their heads so much.
Do you like to play with words? Because there's a lot of them.
You know, usually I use this word because of these my tussle against academic system or academic way of speaking or writing or referring. It almost seems so for me it's like there is no meaning, there is no. In India we have this thing called rasa. Rasa means the Jews,
you know, that there is no Jews, there is no such kind of a thing in academic languages, so raw, rough, stiff, like robots walking, you know. And that's what also comes with me, that I admire wisdom so much more than a knowledge, because we have acquired much more with storytelling, because that has been our earlier entertainment. I come from that era when there was this storytelling was a tradition among the elders telling the young people.
Has Pispala changed, like, for example, your art? Or
Actually, I don't so much give the link to the place that can change my work, but the space can change.
Okay, well, Pispala as a space, let's say it like that.
Yeah.
How has that affected you?
The space of Pispala. Sometimes you really get stuck in a place, even the space might be good or bad or whatever, but after some point you feel like you have to have a change of destination. But in here, in this small place, what I can do, if people comes, we talk, we share each others our drawing, we share each other's our ideas.
So Pispala is like, it feels like home.
It's
kind
a
of
kind
still.
of a hub. That is a question for me when I say what is a home. Well, in the physical sense, I'm living here, so this is my home. But in the true sense, what is my home? And that's a dream. I think everybody has a dream in their life. And my dream is not a very, very ambitious dream, because I know these ambitions are just like staircase, you know, it goes up and then it's like this hari of Pispala. You go up and then you have to come down the other way. Okay. Or you have to come down this way. But you have to come down. You went up, you come down. So the dream is that one day, if I get lucky enough to get a place, a shelter of mine or whatever, there is shelters, there is no definite term, but just, you know, a roof on your head or something, for which I don't have to care for, do I have any loan for somebody or something. Maybe just sitting near the porch of this place where the roof is, where I can at least call for some time till I'm dead is mine, you know, and I can sit down in an armchair like that, and that's enough. And having no thoughts. As a student, we have to get these job or amuleti, and then that's one way. Otherwise, you have to show as a foreigner that you have to have 6,000 euro in your account, or else you have to have a job which is a percentage of 560 something, and the job which you're doing is a part-time job. We are not allowed as a student to do a full-time job. C9, C10, C12. Each letterbox you can actually understand the character of the people. Sometimes houses inside. You come with so much of qualification, you have degrees and all. It's not only with me, many immigrant students, they have to do these jobs.
So what was the name of this?
Bowed Psaltery. Nobody was there to teach me how the rhythmical counts or the beats goes. It was all instinct. You have the sense of rhythm when you are born in a musical family, or a society where the music is kind of a part of the life and stuff like that. And also the food culture, and food is also an important part in my socializing aspect. When people come, at least that part, living in a different country, I try to maintain. I like when friends are coming, I make food for them, we have music jam and stuff like that, and also storytelling and stuff like that, or I mean talking and stuff. So those three parts which are somehow missing in everyday life because of this technological wave everywhere and the smartphone, blah blah, all these things which we all know, but I try to do little from this kind of thing. My siblings, they were usually know about all these notes, and my elder brother was learning how to play the rhythms. Like in India we have this instrument called tabla, so he knew about all these grammatical aspects of music. My sister was also learning, even though she didn't go to any music school. She started learning at home and all these. So my siblings plus the society where I've seen these people always into playing music one after the other. Those days there were no computer, there was no internet, there were no television, so the actual way of socializing is to have this musical evening, and it can also shift from house to house, and in one particular time it can be music evening, in another day it can be a storytelling evening. And interestingly, storytelling can also be, in academical terms, we can put it as a verbal performance, verbal performance. And my dad, he was one of the best in storytelling.
Oh.
Or what happens is that some of the elders, relatives and family friends, they're there and they're telling stories from various angles. But when my dad is to start telling the story, everybody is like pin drop silence, and so this probably, that might be one hint why I got into performance in the later part of my career. I observed many things, like, for example, just sitting on a lake and observing the waves of the water, and how it ripples through a stone. And then the sound of the birds, wind, thunder. There is music everywhere. So most of the time those things have kind of inspired me. If I'm performing with a musician, it is the telepathy of how to understand when I should begin. If I'm drumming, when I should begin the first note, first stroke, and when I should end. These all happens in the process of understanding the other and the other. I mean that there is this reciprocation, there is this anticipation, and there is this telepathy and receiving the message. It's like a conversation going on. And so for me, music actually evolved from those several of those ideas. I don't call it ideologies, but these ideas and the experiences. I would rather call it experience.